This is Mobile App Development TV with John Houghton.
John Houghton of Mobile App Development TV here at Demo 2014 with Brad Lawler. How you doing, Brad?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. What's the name of your company and tell me what it does?
Yeah, we're Draft, which is an investment tool to help average investors pull their various investment accounts into a single location and understand if they have a conservative, moderate, or aggressive portfolio, and then compare themselves to other portfolios and in our system, top performers within their category.
That sounds good. Now, I was just talking with you last night and you did a wonderful performance out there on the demo floor. You got really strong accolades for your presentation, and you also got a lot of accolades from each of the judges on your user interface and your user experience. What went into designing your user experience?
Yeah, and that was great to hear feedback like that, because when you work on this, you never really know how people are going to respond. Leading up to this, we did do some things to help us better understand how people are going to react, and it involved a lot of user testing, which is the first part that's important. The second part is that design matters regardless of what type of application you're building. And you need to think of those two things throughout the whole process. And for a difficult or complicated subject matter like investing, we made sure that we not only were applying good design using the latest of design tools and technologies, but also constantly putting it in front of users to see how they responded, and then changing it to what made most sense to them. Now,
did you use a design firm?
We've worked with a couple design firms along the way, and have learned a lot from them. Ultimately, I ended up learning to do some design myself, so that I could have some control over this very complicated subject matter. I will say that there's some great resources online these days. Google just came out with their own material design, which you saw in a lot of applications today. For small companies, it's important for us to be able to leverage what other companies are doing and apply those. And luckily, this idea of open source has made its way into design as well, and we all get to learn from each other, which is really what we're trying to do with our application, and help all of us learn together as far as investments go.
Now, you told me that you have a sort of limited budget and you wanted to get out there with an HTML5 app, and you have plans to go native later. What is your strategy? Yeah, so we are a small, lean and mean company out of Austin, Texas, applying a lot of the money we have raised to the back-end system to make sure that our calculations and everything and the interaction is spot on. So there's not a lot of budget for design, so you have to be really careful with how you utilize those front-end dollars. And there's so many different devices and platforms out there that for a B2C type product, where user growth matters, and you want to get it into the hands of as many people as possible, mobile-first responsive design for a website was very important to us. And a couple of years ago, this might not have been possible because the native look and feel wasn't possible then. But there's been a lot of great advancements in web HTML technology that now allow us to create an application that's actually a website, but it looks and feels like a native app. And then it also allows us to save money down the road when we start applying the application to the iOS store and to the Android and other devices, because we can take the look and feel that we created, and we thought about this way ahead of time, so that we can use technologies like PhoneGap to take what we've already created, and with very little money and very little effort, quickly get to the iOS store. And so you talked about going native later. What would be a reason for going native?
Yeah, I think that the experience is always going to be better inside of a native app, but a little bit of it is misconception on the side of the user, in that they can't get the same experience in a web browser, which I don't think is the case anymore. So a lot of people think that you're not really out of beta, you're not really launched until you have these iOS products, which I don't think is the case. But we will, to make everything as user-friendly as possible, we will be adding ourselves to the iOS store.
Excellent. Brad Lawler with Draft. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you very much.
You have been watching Mobile App Development TV with John Houghton. Mobile App Development TV is part of the Mobilecast Media blog. For more information, please visit mobilecastmedia.com/blog. Thank you.